next up on the review list.
Operation Warcade.
Right on time. So this is a very interesting one. What I'm going to do first, though, is kind of take a look around a little bit. There we go. And there's a reason for that. So this, in essence, is the updated VR version of Operation Wolf type games. I will say there's way more Operation Wolf than, say, like the Aerosmith game that was very similar, or even the Terminator game that was like it, obviously. But there's some added extra VR stuff, so they didn't just do a straight up VR port. First thing I want to do, though, because this is supposed to obviously simulate an arcade, I don't know if this was on purpose or what, but I don't know that the people who designed this arcade actually spent a lot of time in arcades. So we'll just kind of go around here to the fancy new age tables and chairs and all that. We have the security guard in a suit who, when you get up really close, well, maybe not that close, he's kind of just open mouthed, just kind of like in awe of everything that he's seeing right now. So that's kind of weird. He's got a twin brother over here, equally slack-jawed. Oh, I'm just right inside him, huh? Equally slack-jawed. He just kind of hangs out, you know, checking out all the Secret Service type responsibilities. You got this guy who's berating this young lady here, probably for shoving her hands through her legs. Yeah. Also creepy. So then we're going to then go to, of course, because in every arcade you have to have, let's see if we can't get over here. Continuously clapping girl in high heels, watching way overdressed man play, what was it? Perfect Angle. We have Off-Road Paradise. I never even saw this person. Let's see what their problem is. Moving around is weird. They clearly didn't want you to, or at least it wasn't their main goal. But there's just weird people. Then whatever the hell this guy's playing, Lander Booze, Sue's 8009, whatever that's supposed to be, he just kind of does that the whole time. There's one more really creepy swaying Pat Benatar lookalike who was watching whatever nonsense is happening over here, and then uptight, also high heels. Every woman in an arcade, which we know there was like 3 ever, is wearing high heels. There's another thing you can do. I don't know if I can do it now, but we'll see if... Okay, keep this in mind for right now. I can't interact with her at all, which there's a reason for that. It's not just a pervy thing. Now, on to the actual game. At first I thought, why in the world do they have 2 things? Because you can't do 2 players, at least not like local. Then I noticed the at the top here, you have the 2 different sets of buttons. This one only has 1 button for the music. This one has 2. One for music and the other one for 3D TV. And I'm like, well, I don't have a 3D TV. What's that talking about? So we'll do this one first. Then I noticed Classic Edition versus Immersive Edition. So kind of start with Classic just to give you the idea. And it's okay. Kind of hard to aim. You got to grip the gun to start. Then you can have this little option to turn the music on. You can either go epic, or you can go for purposes of this, I'm just going to turn it off. Game gets loud, but if you played Operation Wolf, you should get the idea here. You got your Uzi with a laser sight that's kind of hard to see when you're actually playing, so you got a limited number of ammo, a limited number of clips, and a limited number of grenades. Grenades work like you would think. Pull the trigger, throw it into the game, and stuff happens. The 3D TV mode, what that does is if you turn it off, this right here is just a flat screen, and you're shooting at a flat screen the whole time. 3D TV mode makes this screen look like it's in 3D, which is really silly because you're playing in a 3D environment, but then you're playing a game on a flat screen, so this kind of makes it... I don't know if it's more silly, less silly, but we're going to go ahead and give this
Select operation.
select operation. We'll start off with the basic one here. This is the very basic version of the game.
Starting storm operation.
The room kind of disappears. And kind of... So far, pretty basic. Operation Wolf. Lost a clip. Then this happens. You hit a shot, and you get into the game until you get shot. I'm losing clips. They're numbering down on as a clip falls. Throw a grenade. Like that. Now I'm driving and shooting. Don't want to get shot. And you just drive to the end. You can put it in reverse if you want. But this... This is pretty much the end of the level. Now I'm in a helicopter with two. Now I'm out of ammo completely. Except for grenades, which now I'm out of those too. So definitely not cool that you can get to this point and you just slowly have to die until the end of the level.
Game over.
Okay, I'm not going to continue. You get the idea. Classic is not my favorite, but you can kind of see the weirdness of it with the whole getting drawn into the game at different parts. Let's see if I can set this down. Yeah, just do that. There we go. So if I go over here, there, now I'm not playing that one anymore. So it's really interesting because you are kind of playing Operation Wolf like back in the day. The thing I kind of don't like about it is you feel really close, and you do have that laser sight, but it's still kind of small, so it's hard to see, and the guys are kind of small. Except for those different times where you actually kind of get sucked into the game. So this one is very similar, except there's more of that immersion effect. You actually, instead of looking at the arcade screen, you'll see it actually looks like you're inside the war zone more than what you were. There's also different power-ups and boosts with this one. There's challenges for each level, whereas that's just a straight, you play, you're done. There's challenges, you unlock, you get points for unlocking the challenges. You use those points to get different upgrades, like make your reticle better, or maybe there's a way that you can use the gun to kind of block bullets, because those will take you right out of that immersion effect. So I'll give this one a shot. I'm trying to talk a lot now because it gets really loud, and I haven't really found a way to
Select operation.
turn down the volume too. Maybe let's see if we can get in here. A little. Here we go. Let's maybe try to find. Yeah, never mind. So there's not really anything for the sound, so sorry about that.
Select operation.
I got to do my talking now. So for this one, I'll go ahead and go to the second one. The one thing that I find kind of difficult about those little immersion sequences where you go in is they're different every single time. Just in that one you saw, I had the 2 Uzis in the helicopter. I was driving a car. I've seen one where you have knives and you're infinitely throwing knives. I've seen one where you had if you think old school Rambo First Blood, part 2 and 3, where you had the bow and arrow with the explosive tip. You do that, so you never really know what you're going to get into, Forrest Gump, and you have to like there's even one with an airplane, a jet, and I have no idea. Every time I try and fly it, I either just crash to the ground immediately or I accidentally eject myself and parachute out. So those immersion points are all the same part in the level, so you do have a chance to kind of learn what you're supposed to do, but the first time you never really know what you're going to get sucked into there.
Mission.
I haven't done this one yet. Let's try it. So here's your challenges I mentioned. If you meet those challenges, you get these little medals. When you unlock so many medals, let's see if I can. Yeah, when you unlock so many medals, you get these different things, and you can turn them off and on at will. This is the thing. So you can reflect emergent point. Okay, so that's when you get sucked in. Okay, so we'll try that. Same music options here. I'm going to leave them off.
Select mission.
But let's go ahead and give this one a try.
Starting Rio operation.
So now, much more into the screen and what's going on here. Just like that. So now I got a twin gun here. I got shot. I wasn't paying attention.
Game over.
I didn't see what was hitting me that time. These guys out there are harder to hit. Yeah, this is the jet. Okay, let's do simplified. Pull back? Yeah. I can't get that. These little matrix things are the next immersion point. You also have unlimited continues in this part, I think, which I like better
Level cleared.
than the one over there. Hey, I got 2 out of 3.
Select mission.
So we'll try this one real quick. That should give it a wrap.
Starting storm operation. Special grenade.
Stupid jets.
Special grenade.
It's very 80s. Very 80s. Oh, driving again. Oh, back up, back up. Oh, get the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Let's go forward. It's not easy to drive and shoot, I'll tell you that much.
Game over.
Oh, really? All right. They got really quiet. Oh, oh. I'm a really good sniper, by the way. Sure can. Yeah, I've never tried this one before. Oh, he's up in that tower. Somewheres. Right in front. Good thing they're just as bad a shot as I am.
Game over. Gravity gun.
Alright. I've not used that before. Oh, that was... Look at this little guy. Oh, that was worth the price of admission right there. I want the gravity gun all the time.
Level cleared.
Wow, that was awesome. I want more gravity gun all the time.
Cool.
Was it though? All right, so
Select mission.
I'm gonna go now. I should be able to turn around, and just like in the arcade, you get playing a game really well, and you get some fans. I'm gonna end kind of where we began. Remember earlier, this young lady was over here, and I couldn't really interact with her or anything like that. and she was just kind of there. Well, now for whatever reason, when they're in fan mode, so to speak, you can just kind of. I just barely gave her a tap, and then we get this show here. And if you're wondering, yes, even to Clappy McClapperson, just a little nudge, and she gets very weird. You can kind of push them around a little bit, or your couch, whatever's closer. I don't know why this is in the game. I don't think it's supposed to be part of the game, at least not in the way that I'm doing it. And then they kind of get close to each other and start. They don't know what to do. But anyway, this is not part of the game, but I'll be darned if it's not kind of fun to do. And it's not because they're women. I'm sure if I played enough, there'd probably be the like weird talking dude around the corner, and maybe one of the slack-jawed security guards would come over and just slap everyone around. But yeah, this is just kind of a weird thing that I noticed the other day when I was playing. But Operation Warcade, I do like it. It is available on Steam. It's available on Oculus Rift. Get it if you like to shoot stuff, and you like unlocking things, and you just want to kind of take a blast to the past with some Operation Wolf. Don't get it if you want to push women around. If you want to push women around who still, even after you push them, do that thing, you should probably talk to somebody and get help. That's probably, I'm going to take my own advice as well. So, Operation Warcade, there you go.